welcome back to The Life of Lauren and Libby. Today we will be doing Storytime Sunday. Have you got a story for today?
I think you've got a story.
I've definitely got a story for today. So, basically, this is just chaos after chaos after chaos. Yesterday, me and my friends decided, well, about 10 of us decided that we were going to go to a midnight showing of a film, It. And this film does look scary. I don't like clowns, I'm not into them. So I was scared already to start off with. So we went in, got our pre-booked tickets, everything was fine, sorted. Got some refreshments, went upstairs to sit down. And as always, the adverts come on in the film.
And you found a good parking space to park in as well.
Yeah, we found a really good parking space. So, after 20 minutes, film starts, everything's normal. And then at about the half an hour mark through the film, suddenly there was flashing. The screen went off. Everywhere, the cinema went dark and there was flashing up above the screen, and I panicked. I was like, is this part of the film? Is it some sort of scare that they're doing in the film? Because do you know how you got videos where people wake up and suddenly people have made them think they're in an apocalypse or something? Yeah. So I thought maybe they're doing it to this cinema, this screening, it's at midnight, maybe they're trying to scare us or something. So I was like, oh my god, imagine if there's any clowns around or anything like that. So I was panicking internally because I thought, don't panic. And then a voice came over the speaker saying, please leave by the nearest fire exit, this is an emergency. So I was like, oh my god, is it a fire? Is it something else? Because it didn't mention a fire, it just says leave by the fire exit. So I was panicking, and then half of me was panicking and half of me thought maybe this is a bit set up. So, left by the fire exit, and believe me, leaving by a fire exit in a cinema, you go down flights of stairs, and it's a bit creepy. It's I don't know, it feels a bit eerie, a bit derelict.
Especially at 12:30.
Especially at it weren't even 12:30, it was about 20 to 1 in the morning, this morning, earlier. So we walked down the stairs, we went outside, and it was pitch black. I was still panicking because I thought, oh no, what if there's some setup, what if there's clowns hiding and we're being filmed or something like that, because it just didn't seem normal. And then got outside. Everyone was round the front of the building, and the managers, everyone was there. The cinema is attached to a whole complex with TGIs and other brands on there. So I was scared. Well, I was completely scared. But I kind of wasn't scared at that point because I thought if all the alarms are going off, something's seriously wrong. Something's wrong with the building. So we waited around the front for a bit to hear what the manager had to say, and she turned around and says to us that they're not sure what it is just yet, but they've got the fire brigade and they've got everyone coming out to see what it is. So the fire brigade came out, cleared it completely. This was after must have been an hour, it did take a while. Cleared it completely, says there's no fire, everything's fine. However, to get the movie back on, they needed an engineer, and the engineer wasn't at the cinemas at that time, obviously because it's it's about 2 AM in the morning, so the engineer wasn't at the cinemas. So the woman says, you can all wait for the engineer and the movie may be put back on. So we decided that we were going to do that. We didn't have anything better to do, we had just all got ready, came out with friends. If we can chill around and talk for a bit, we were going to do that. So we sat outside for a bit, but as soon as it was cleared with a fire, we were allowed to go back into the building and sit in the there's like a big massive lobby area. So we were sitting there and it was taking ages. Literally, turned out we were the last ones in the cinema because everyone had left. They also said to us that we could bring our cinema passes back another day whenever we want, and we will get in for free because it's not our fault that the fire alarm went off. We did see half an hour of a film, so technically they're missing out, but we will get back in for free the next time we're going, which is tomorrow, Monday. So we were just sitting around talking, and I'm not sure what time it was, but she came up to us and said, "I'm so sorry guys, thank you for being so patient, but the engineer has came out and they can't get the film back to like where it started, maybe. I'm not too sure, but they just could not get the film back on. It weren't happening but like last night, well, this morning. It wasn't happening." So she said, "I'm so sorry, you've got to leave." So we all left. Not sure what time this was at, but it was really, really early. Then,
It's about 3.
no, it was earlier than that. It was earlier than 3. I was texting Mum at this time. It was hilarious. I was just messaging Mum saying, "There's been a fire alarm, everything's good, blah blah blah. We might be able to see the film again, so we're gonna hang fire for a bit." However, we got outside and we decided to walk off. And we walked off to the separate cars, said bye to everyone. I was with 4 of my friends and another one of my friends was driving. So we walked off to separate cars. The next thing, as we were driving out of the cinema car park, well, the big massive car park, suddenly we noticed that the car park gates were locked. Like, there were the barrier gates, there was no way we could get through them. And everyone started to panic. We were like, "Oh my god, what are we going to do? We can't get the cars out of the car park." So we phoned the number on the car park box and signs. No answer. And this is a car park smack bang in the middle of loads of shops. It was an outdoor car park too, so it's even worse. It was freezing. So we phoned that number, no answer. Then we decided to like try and see if there was anyone around. There was people still in the cinema. However, they told us that they could do nothing. They can't open that car park. So we were literally stuck in the middle of an open car park until just after 5 AM this morning. Normally the car park opens at 6, but the person that, like some security, came and saw us and realised that we were stranded in this car park. It was an experience, it was funny, but it was really cold, and I'm so glad that we were able to stop the film there, because if I would have saw the whole of the film, then went back to the car park, that would have been just terrifying, because I would have been paranoid about clowns. But we're going tomorrow, and we're going to park in that car park again, but we're going at more sensible time. I think we're going at 8 PM. So the car park closes at 12 midnight, so we've got 4 hours to watch the film, which is plenty of time. But we are not getting trapped in a car park again. It was crazy. There was no way out. We were literally trapped. A few people managed to get home by taxi. However, me and my other friend live in a separate part of the city to them. They live about 30-40 minutes away from us, and we're about 15 minutes away from the city centre. So we could not get back. We had to stay there with those cars, and it was just a chaotic night. It was fun, and I should have vlogged it, but I had no battery, but it was funny. And to top it all off, I did message Mum about it, and told her about the car park situation, and she says, "Oh my god, it's like them horror things. It's like you're trapped somewhere, zombies are gonna come get you and everything." I was like, "Thanks, Mum. Thanks for your concern. I'm trapped in a..."
And all of your friends' mums were asking if you were right, if
Yeah.
they were right and everything. And then Mum just says it's like a horror movie.
Yeah. But it was a fun experience. I got home, I fell asleep for a bit, got up, and literally, no word of a lie, I've just like tidied around my room and stuff. But before that, I completely zonked out. Because the night before that, I was at my friend's birthday, which is over there too. And we stayed up for ages. And I was just overtired. I just completely zonked out. So that was my chaotic Storytime Sunday. And have you got any stories?
No, but...
She saw a massive spider earlier.
Yeah, so do you have the picture?
I've got the picture.
I sent Lauren a picture of it. She literally freaked out. It was massive. Like, look at that.
That is
And that was in
terrible.
our mum's room. But I do have 2 shout outs to Lexi Bell 35 and
Sophie Douglas 6133.
who was also entered into our giveaway.
Our Halloween giveaway. So thanks, guys. And they subscribed, didn't they?
Yeah.
Thanks
They
for
are
subscribing.
So sweet. We joined their live and
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was the end of Storytime Sunday. Remember to please like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Hopefully I don't
And hit the bell to get notified whenever we post a video.
Hopefully I don't get stuck in the car park tomorrow. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully she does, and then you'll vlog it, Lauren.
I had no battery.
So
I couldn't physically film on anything. But yeah, that was the end of our story time. Hope you enjoyed it. But we will see you
the wardrobe's open.
Cool. We will see you in our next video. Bye.